Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another retro ranking. This week it's the usual looking at songs of bands, and this one is the Searchers. Now, the Searchers were formed in 1959 in Liverpool and was part of the Mersey beat scene, and they absolutely flourished during the British invasion of the 1960s. Founded as a skiffle group in Liverpool by John McNally and Mike Pender. And then they changed their name to the Searchers, which comes from the 1956 Western starring John Ford. Now, the classic lineup of the Searchers is Mike Pender on lead and backing vocals and guitars, John McNally on guitars and backing vocal and lead vocals, Frank Allen on the bass, and Chris Curtis on the drums. And of course, Chris Curtis was the man that sort of started up Deep Purple. There was the band Roundabout where people would get on and off, but he left and became a tax man apparently, and the band Deep Purple. But anyway, today we are actually going to concentrate on the Searchers, a band that didn't get the same sort of love as others because of another band from Liverpool was doing quite well. But I like the Searchers, I like their harmonies. So here we have some songs, and the reason we're doing it because they did announce this year that they were going to do their last tour, and they're going to appear at Glastonbury, which will be their very last gig. Now, this is the lineup of changed pictures, and this is the current lineup of the Searchers. So here are 10 songs from the Searchers that I really like. So number 10. Now, this is from an album that came out in 1964, and it's called It's the Searchers, and it's a little number called Can't Help Forgiving You. Now, there's one thing about the Searchers: they're harmonising singing. All four of them in the original lineup could sing. I think everyone in the band could sing. It's got a nice melody line, and it's an absolute brilliant little track. Okay, number 9. We're going even further back to 1963 and an album called Meet the Searchers. There's a lovely little fun track on here called Tricky Dicky. I love the lyrics of this. It's quite tongue-in-cheek, and Chris's drumming on it is really good as well. It's one of them tracks that makes you giggle. Okay, at number 8. Now, this is a single. It was released in 1965 and it got to number 20, and it's called Take Me For What I'm Worth. I thought this was a really good song. It should have done better, but it's got some really nice guitar work from both John and Mike. This sort of interplay between each other. It's a really good track. Should have done better. Okay, number 7, we've got an EP from 1964, and it's called Play the System. It got to number 4. And the track I like on that is the actual track, The System. It's totally forgotten about. It's got some really nice jazzy sound to this. It's got a jazzy guitar, and it's a great drum bit from Chris Curtis. Really good. Okay, number 6 from 1964. Got to number 3 in the UK charts, and it's When You Walk in the Room. Absolute classic. The words to this are really good. There's actually maracas on this, which is quite an integral part of this song. And of course, Status Quo have recorded it as well. But there we go. Okay, coming in at number 5 from 1963, number 2 in the UK charts. It's a little song called Sugar and Spice. Another classic. Harmony singings. It's really good. There's some really nice high pitch, high octave ooh-ahs in this. Very, very good track. Okay, number 4. Now, this is a cover song. They did cover a few songs in their time. This one was a Jackie DeShannon number, and this got to number 1 for the Searchers, and it's Needles and Pins. Brilliant song. I prefer this version to Jackie DeShannon's. It's a great song, some nice singing, and of course Smokey did a version of this in the 70s, and also, well, I think it was a top 10 hit for them. So 3 versions of this, and they're pretty decent. I mean, Jackie DeShannon's is okay. I don't dislike it. Okay, at number 3, another cover they did. Now, this one was a song by the Orlands, and this is far better than their version. And it's a great number called Don't Throw Your Love Away. They put that little Searchers twist on it, and this harmony singing is wonderful again. And there's a lovely bit of like Spanish guitar bit in it as well. Excellent track. Okay, number 2. Now this song did well in America for them. It was released in 1964. It got to number 3 in the US, and it's Love Potion number 9, which of course is a Clover's song, and they do a great version of it. I think this is a really good song. Also, Tigers of Pandang did a right old metal version of it in the 80s, but I think when you got a good song like this, whoever seems to cover it has always done a great version of it. Super song. But my number 1 song by the Searchers is another cover. It was done by the Drifters, which got to number 16 in America, and it's Sweets for My Sweet from 1963, number 1 hit. It's a long way from the Drifters version. I mean, the Drifters version is fantastic, but this is a more poppy, and it was a favourite of my late uncle who died this year. I remember him having this song as on the cover. He had that. Remember him seeing it in my nan's. So it's a great track. It's got lots of harmonies and ooh-ahs, and then which one thing they were good at. I think they were better than the Beatles when it comes to harmonies, but don't tell anybody. So there we go. There are my favourite songs by the Searchers. So we have got some honourable mentions, and the first 2 come from the same album, from the 1963 Meet the Searchers. The first one is called Where Have All the Flowers Gone? Now, it's a lovely song. Now, the trouble with the Searchers, they were just hitting the notes as the Beatles were, and everyone forgot these, which is such a shame, because I think these are as good as the Beatles, and they did write some great pop tunes. And now this is a real beauty. Really love that song. Staying with that same album, as I said, there's another track on there called Ain't Gonna Kiss Ya. Love the singing on this. The harmonies are wonderful. There's some nice little drumming on here as well from Chris. A very good track. And the last one today, again from 1963, off the Sugar and Spice album, and it's called All My Sorrows. Now, in my humble opinion, they should have released this as a single. It's a great song. It's very catchy, and I don't know why it was never released as a single. So there we go, some Searchers for you. Some great 60s music. Okay, that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow. We've got another of the Summer Dozens, and this time it's grunge band Pearl Jam. One of the grunge bands that I do like. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.